Salem, and welcome to this episode of the Salem High School's The Salem Show, the only show where we work 24/7, 48/39.
No, that's not even a thing. But we are filmed at the Washington County Community Foundation Learning Center.
Well, let's get on to some announcements.
Youth First of the Washington County Family YMCA and Creating Avenues for Student Transformation, CAST, will be celebrating the 9th annual Giving from the Heart event. The event will be March 11th at Christie's on the Square. The event was previously hosted by the Women's Giving Circle from our very own, the Washington County Community Foundation. A spring tea is once again planned to support our mission to provide opportunities, services, and education to families in Washington County, Indiana. Tickets are now on sale for the annual tea, starting at 4:30 p.m., March 11th at Christie's on the Square. Individual tickets are $50. Tables of 4, 6, or 8 are also available. Reservations may be made at the Washington County Family YMCA are encouraged by March 1st.
From the Salem Bands, here's your first Band Blast. It's a short, easily digestible blast of what they're doing over in the band world. We are really steamed up about your upcoming STEAM visit. We have our 4Cs banner and our engineering design process banner hung in the arts hallway, and we have tagged the things we do every day that aligns with those processes. 6th grade clarinets are crossing the break and learning some very high notes, so brace yourself for those high frequencies. 7th grade band is preparing high voltage for our spring concert. It uses the synthesizer and the theremin to imitate electrical sounds. 8th grade band is getting ready for their combined concert with the high school and still buzzing over their on-stage performance with the IU Symphonic Band. Speaking of concerts, here are some dates for you. March 14th, 7:30. 8th grade band and the high school are spring concert at the Performing Arts Center. Oh my goodness. April 11th at 7:30. 6th and 7th grade band concerts at the Performing Arts Center. April 12th, 8th grade and high school performing for the 5th grade at 10 p.m. at the Performing Arts Center. April 18th, Conrad Music Display and Instrument Try-Ons for the 5th grade in the cafeteria from 4 to 7 p.m.
Steam on, SMS. Thank you for all you do. Thanks to Miss Harmon, Mrs. Dowen, and the bands.
Now, on to Weather with Leah.
Actually, it's now on to Leah with weather.
Psh, they're the same sentence.
No, they aren't. The proper nouns have been switched to change the flow of the statement.
Weirdo. And here's the weather.
Here's Leah.
Thanks, Cassie. Those are some really helpful announcements. All right, guys, I'm sure you're all wondering what the weather has in for us this weekend. The weather forecast for this weekend says that we are going to have some more chilly weather coming again. I know, come on, summer, I miss you! But unfortunately, this Saturday we're going to have a high of 24 degrees and a low of 15 degrees with a 50% chance of snow.
Hey, I'm interrupting this weather briefly just to tell you you're doing a great job and to keep up the work.
Okay. Why do you need to tell me this during the show?
We've got to work on spreading some more positivity as a society. Also, we just got some new tech that lets us cut between shots, and the writers couldn't be bothered to write some natural connection that lets us use it.
Cool. Well, luckily on Sunday we're going to have highs of 56 degrees and lows of 26 degrees. The precipitation will be around 40%. Now, let's see what's going on in the world of sports with Clayton.
Thanks, Leah, for the weather. I really would like to start hearing reports about warm weather again. And Destiny, keep up all the positivity. DDP would be proud. Anyway, we are short on sports, but never short on knowledge. Or something like that. The boys split a couple of games last week. They traveled to North Harrison. The game was back and forth most of the night until the Cougs pulled away late, 52-64. The Lions were back in action the next night. The threes were raining down. The Lions raced out to a 41-16 lead with Lane and Suvak connecting on a 5-of-6 threes at half. The Lions won 72-32. They ended the night connecting on a 13-of-29 threes, tying a 14-year-old record for the most threes made during a game. The Lions were in action this past Wednesday night for the sectional game against Scottsboro. We will have the results next week. As always, head over to SalemMinesAthletics.com to find out all about the athletics news. That's all for sports. Remember, play hard or go home. Now let's hear from our main man and Hall of Famer wrestler DDP as he talks to us about Muhammad Ali and reinventing yourself. Take it away, Diamond.
Hey guys, it's me, DDP, and welcome to another Motivational Monday. And my quote comes from the real great one, the guy who I looked up to my whole life, Muhammad Ali. He said, "A man who views the world the same way at 50 as he did at 20 wasted 30 years of his life." To me, you've got to constantly be rebirthing yourself, reinventing yourself, because you're not the same person at 50 that you were at 20. Like for me personally, I am still the same guy, but I'm a completely different person. I continue to grow on a daily basis. I mean, I've reinvented myself so many times. In my 20s and early 30s, I was a nightclub promoter. I loved it. I was living the dream at a different level. In my 30s and in my 40s, I became one of the biggest names in professional wrestling history. I lived the dream at a whole different level. And then I started on this next journey, which brought me to the same spot I'm in right now. Changing lives on a different level. Like, I don't do the work for you, you gotta do the work. But I'm constantly reinventing myself. And that's what you really need to think about. Like, you can be anyone you wanna be. I have chosen to be this person. I have put the work in. It's not just gonna happen. You gotta put the work in because you need to grow every day. Own your life. Think about it.
From the Salem Middle School Spotlight Department, former basketball standout has insured clients covered. Dwayne Gunther, SHS class of 2002.
Dwayne Gunther graduated Salem High School in 2002. Gunther then went on to graduate from Hanover College in 2006 with a major in psychology. He now currently runs his own insurance business with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance in Scottsburg, Indiana. He was recognized with top honors which allowed him to visit Ireland, Hawaii, and Switzerland.
When asked about Salem Community Schools, Gunther says, "Schools have undoubtedly contributed to my success. The structured guidance and support of the faculty and staff of Salem Community Schools are remarkable. I had many important mentors, both teachers and coaches, along the way. Salem Schools taught me the value of education and hard work. This instilled in me to always be learning in my profession and to work harder than my competition. I am grateful to have grown in such a great community and thankful for all the amazing teachers and coaches that have helped me along the way."
Thank you, Alexis Mosier, for writing the article.
I always love hearing what's going on in our community. It's always a nice way to wrap up, and that's our show.
If you liked it, let us know. If you didn't, then that's just how it is, I guess.
Bye, guys.